Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV where, hey, we're safely in Ul'dah without being attacked by any guards. It is so good to know that we are safe to be in Eorzea at last. Starting off today with the minion roulette, we are getting the Eggplant Knights. And today it is time to begin the Heavensward job quest for Paladin. The Heavensward job quests for Paladin are infamous as perhaps the worst written series of quests in the game. By far. You will see what I mean as we go through it. They're bad. Alright then. Before we get started with Paladin, however, I do want to go over some changes that happened to the job on patch 7.1 since that came out right before we started Heavensward. Let's see. Only 2 actions at our available levels have actually been changed. Let's see, what are they? First off, the range of cover has been extended from 10 yalms to 20 yalms, making it far more useful. And secondly, hollowed ground. The main thing that changed is that they reduced the delay on it actually taking effect. This is your immunity ability, your invulnerability ability. Most of these invulnerabilities attacks that tanks have a little bit of a delay before they actually apply. They tried to remove that delay as much as possible with patch 7.1 to make them less likely to have weird effects. Gunbreaker in particular, one of the later tank jobs, had some really weird effects with their invulnerability, and they're trying to fix that by removing or reducing the delay on actually activating that. And that is about all that actually changed with Paladin in patch 7.1. Still, I want to go over it since we have it available, or since we're using it now, and there were changes. Alright, Genlins, let's begin. Genlins would look to a renowned free Paladin for aid. We live in troubling times, Satora, as you well know. That is why it is more important than ever that the Sultan's Sworn stand ready to serve as the sword and shield of the Sultanate. Yeah, no kidding. For a time, I feared that our order was doomed, but then you helped us restore our good name. Your shining example inspired many young men and women to seek us out. Even as we speak, they train to hone their skills. A few words of encouragement from the famed free Paladin herself would do much to motivate them further, I should think. Perhaps you would consider paying them a visit at Camp Bluefog. Sure. So, we'll get into it obviously in a lot more detail as we go through the Paladin quest, but the main reason that it seems the Paladin quests aren't so bad in Heavensward, and again, we'll get into the details as we go through it, but the main reason that what we believe the main reason that they're so bad is because the Sultan's Sworn are kind of, rather integrally part of the main story at the moment. Well, we're not really interacting with them much in the main story. They're the ones supposed to protect the Sultana, and with the Sultana's alleged death, well, they didn't really want Paladin to step on the toes of the main story. But the only plot that would make sense for Paladin at this point would be directly tied to the main story. You'll see what they decided to do instead as we go. A pleasure to meet you, Satora. My name is Owen. At the moment, Phyllis and I are conducting drills with the new recruits at the East Watchtower. They'll be thrilled to see you, I'm sure. Alright, East Watchtower then. Let's go meet up. And as long as we're in Thanalan, I'm going to stick with the default Mikote clothing since it's a little hot in this area. We don't want to be wearing heavy jackets. Alright, hello there, Owen. Since we all know you're a woman of few words, haha, I thought we might forego the speech and instead ask you to favor us with a display of swordsmanship. We've laid out bait for the basilisks already, in fact. You need only wait for them to come. Alright, we're going to be showing off our abilities in fighting basilisks. I can do that. Here's the bait. There is one right in front of me I could fight. Or I could fight the big one. Hello there. Alright, enough of that. Damn, didn't quite get the stun off in time, but you did die. So it's not like it really mattered. Alright, how is that, new paladins? Hey, applause, I love it. Truly a rousing performance, Satora, thank you. It's one thing to talk about proper technique, but an altogether different thing to see it firsthand. I think it's safe to say that the recruits will long remember this day, as will I. Alright then, let's return to Genlands then, I suppose. Alright, Genlands, I am back. Welcome, Satora. I gather the recruits took your lesson to heart. Would that I had some way to repay you, some knowledge or technique to bequeath to you. I am humbled to admit that there is nothing I can teach you. All I can offer you is my heartfelt thanks. Pray go forth, my friend, and continue to defend the people of Ul'dah and Eorzea at large. God, it sure feels weird that we're not addressing the Sultana in the room. Begging your pardon, Satora. Papa Sean, what's up? We need to talk, but not here. At the dispatch yard outside the city. I will say, to be fair on the not addressing the whole Sultana in the room bit, the job quests are generally written to, like, try and not engage with the main story as much as possible. Especially after the awkwardness of the whole Dragoon situation, which you are likely aware of if you saw the Dragoon videos, and then also see what's happening in Heavensward so far, what with us being friends with a certain particular somebody. I do believe, and I don't have proof of this, but I do believe that the whole Dragoon situation is probably why Paladin Heavensward quests are so bad. I fully believe it, even if I don't have proof. Thank you for coming, Satora. You must be wondering why I called you here. It concerns Solxagil, Genlan's predecessor. As you may recall, he continues to search for Oathkeeper, the sword stolen from us by the Monetarist minions. From time to time, he sends me missives sharing with me his latest discoveries. His most recent one contained a startling claim. He wrote that he had found the sword at long last. But that was some time ago, and he has not contacted me since. I would not trouble Genlands with this news, not until I learn what has become of Solxagil. At the very least, will you help me find him? Sure, I can help you look. I knew I could count on you, Satora. For now, all I know is that his last missive came to me by way of Ishgard. Once I learn more, we can begin the search in earnest. Alright. Then we'll have to check back in again soon, once we hit level 52, and it's time to take care of it. I mean, so far it doesn't seem too bad. It's just basic introduction to what's happening with his quest line. Trust me, these quests are infamous for a reason. I'm thinking of one particular line right now, and I'm almost shaking in rage. I say hyperbolically, but still, it's... Bear with it. You'll understand in due time. I'll try not to bring up how bad it is. You'll see it as we go. All right. So with that, next up on Final Fantasy XIV, I believe next up we're going to be checking in on Warrior. I will see everyone next time for level 50 Warrior Heavensward. See everyone next time for that.